Yo, we back with another one, Joe. You feel me? Let's get it started. You feel me now? Everybody, I got some real cool videos. I want everybody to take their time, get your popcorn, get your lady. You feel me? Do whatever you want to do. Just sit here and watch this with me, because this is some crazy stuff that we all got to be aware, Joe. So we all know Zeus and Baddies, Joe, the show. You feel me? And everything like that, and what all was going on. Y'all need to check this, check this out. Before you think you're gonna go get up on that show without doing anything. Look at this. Check this out right
Through and to survive on baddies, you gotta get that pussy up to somebody. To somebody, you gotta fuck.
Who was the last person that just passed away from Zeus? His cousin was just in my DMs telling me to be careful. I might be next.
These talent producers, camera niggas, you know how many times I kept having to say sorry to them? They was doing the double work. They have to do, they the one, it's not even the people, they taking orders. They taking these weird demonic orders from these people. And then every time I look at these, like the producers or whoever, the assistants, whoever, the motherfuckers that got to ride in the car with you, I look at them and be like, if I were your daughter, will you try to coach me through it? Or will you pull me away and say, this is not it? You'll pull me away. This is not it.
People, what you've been doing to young ladies, you harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you paid these people off? How many young women? Who's got to get killed? Who's got to get killed? Is it going to have to be me? So you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby, Lemuel Plummer? And fit in my...
now. Look, guys, we hold you right there. My bad for interrupting the video, but it has been a lot of suspicious, weird activity been going on this show. And all the shows, actually, are weird accidents, everything, you name it, you know what I'm saying? But people still pay their money to see this violence, chaosity. But come on, I ain't gonna hold you guys right there. Come on, let's get back into the video.
Homeboy kid? And now you want to fucking kill me, making those threats online? We will deal with this accordingly. What, you gonna have somebody shoot my car up in Miami? No, I was doing just fine. I just had the premiere of Them and the Girls Miami in Miami. I shouted you out. When people was asking, am I competing with other networks? I said, I'm not competing with anybody. Let me, are you gonna get somebody to kill me while I'm pregnant? With my second child? At my old age? You gonna get somebody to kill me and my baby? Bitch, that's what you want to do to me?
Bodyguard, Jew too much, you lie. Tell the world that, tell them. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Don't touch me, hey, where's him? Look at him, oh, here he goes. Here he goes, yes, here he goes. Look at this guy. Why you touching me? What did I say? That's the weirdo right there. Wait until I tell the truth. Wait until I tell the truth about this nigga right here. You holding me hostage. I said let the driver go. I asked you to get in the car and let him go. He just told everybody to get up. Look at him. The car's not moving because you're the boss. Nigga, you're not the boss of me. You're not, so let me go. Let me go. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Wow.
I'm not your fucking hose. I'll talk to you however the fuck I want. I ain't never fucked you and I'm not fucking you. So shut the fuck up talking to me like I'm one of your bitches.
And this is what I noticed too. And to survive on baddies, you gotta get that pussy up to somebody. To somebody, you gotta fuck.
Who was the last person that just passed away from Zeus? His cousin was just in my DMs telling me to be careful. I might be next.
These talent producers.
Now y'all see what I'm saying? Now this is getting real spicy, real fast, y'all. You feel me? Y'all drop in the comments what you think about that whole situation about baddies and the Zeus and all that. That's crazy, y'all. Drop in the comments what y'all think, cause my man's still blown about all this. You feel me? Everything. So let's continue the video.
Producers, camera niggas, you know how many times I kept having to say sorry to them? They was doing the double work. They have to do, they the one, It's not even the people. They taking orders. They taking these weird demonic orders from these people. And then every time I look at these, like the producers or whoever, the assistants, whoever, the motherfuckers that got to ride in the car with you, I look at them and be like, if I were your daughter, will you try to coach me through it? Or will you pull me away and say, this is not it? You'll pull me away. This is not it.
People, what you've been doing to young ladies, you harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you paid these people off? How many young women? Who's got to get killed? Who's got to get killed? Is it going to have to be me? So you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby, Lemon Plumber? And fitting my unborn kid? And now you want to fucking kill me, making those threats online? We would deal with this accordingly. What, you gonna have somebody shoot my car up in Miami? No, I was doing just fine. I just had the premiere of Them and the Girls Miami in Miami. I shouted you out when people was asking, am I competing with other networks? I said, I'm not competing with anybody. Let me, are you gonna get somebody to kill me while I'm pregnant? With my second child? At my old age? You're gonna get somebody to kill me and my baby? Bitch, that's what you want to do to me?
Bodyguard, Jew, do too much, you lie. Tell the world that, tell them. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Don't touch me, hey. Hey, where's Look at him. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes, yes, look at, here he goes. Look at this guy. Why you touching me? What did I say? What did I say? That's the weirdo right there. Wait until I tell the truth. Wait until I tell the truth about this nigga right here. You holding me hostage. I said let the driver go. I asked you to get in the car and let him go. He just told everybody to get up. Look at him, look at him, look at him. The car's not moving because you're the boss. Nigga, you're not the boss of me. You're not, so let me go. So let me go. Let me go. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm not your fucking hoes. I'll talk to you however the fuck I want. I ain't never fucked you and I'm not fucking you. So shut the fuck up talking to me like I'm one of your bitches.
And this is what I noticed too. And to survive on baddies, you gotta get that pussy up. To somebody. To somebody. You gotta fuck.
Who was the last person that just passed away from Zeus? His cousin was just in my DMs telling me to be careful. I might be next.
These talent producers.
This is a celebrity exposing the truth.
So we get into the situation room and Jaden gets the look in his eyes and he leans over, he says, Dad, what's my punishment? And I was like, Jaden, do not. Jaden says, excuse me, Mr. President. And I was like, hey, Barack, man, hey, listen, Jaden. And Barack said, don't tell me. And in perfect form, like this is why he's the president, he stopped and looked at Jaden and said, the aliens, right? And I was like, oh, shoot. And he said, okay, I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of extraterrestrials, but I can tell you if there had been a top secret meeting and if there would have had to have been a discussion about it, it would have taken place in this room. Oh! And Jaden was like, I know. I have the top secret information. I just can't share it. You don't think I've made all of these movies and not been briefed by the White House?
It makes sense now.
Of course. I know. I just can't tell you.
So that was Will Smith right there, just bland out telling you that he has the top secret information, but he can't tell us. But in a way,
he did tell us. And if he say more than what he needs to say, there go Will Smith. We all know this. We all know the stories. We all know the drama, the chaotic. What would happen if you say too much? Damn. On to the next.
he was telling us that they are real.
So a pig is just a rat, cat, and a dog gene spliced together. Specifically, a bobcat, a hyena, and a muskrat creates a pig. So every time you eat a pig, you're eating a hyena, a muskrat, and a bobcat. So the pig, like, it explains itself. It's the lowest level of animal on the planet, let alone it's not even supposed to be here. It's not even a natural animal. As we all know, pigs eat through bone, all of that. Mobsters and slave masters used to feed people that they murdered to the pigs. And I'm pretty sure it's still going on today. Bodies coming up missing. So we all know the pig's capabilities. Now, let alone when you eat meat, it actually lowers your consciousness. It lowers your level of vibration spiritually. So now you have different levels of the atmosphere, starting with the troposphere being the very lowest, and then you got the exosphere being basically outer space. The troposphere is like down where we at, and then you climbing up, you get to like the stratosphere, then you climbing up, you get to the exosphere. These are actually different levels on the ethereal plane where your soul can dwell, the universe being the highest, which you would call heaven, or whatever kind of religion you follow would consider the most highest point where your spirit can go upon death. Eating meat lowers your vibration, and it gives your soul a stench. It makes it stink in the ethereal world, and it makes it smell foul on the spiritual plane. So beings and angels will not, what's the word I'm looking for? Be willing to connect with you or communicate with you or be so eager to contact you because you actually stink to them. You actually smell disgusting to them. And by your frequency being lowered upon death, you actually preparing yourself to not ascend to the highest level of existence on an ethereal plane or spiritual plane upon your death, because you have not prepared your soul to do so, because you have lowered your level of vibration by eating meat for however long you've been eating meat, probably your whole life. So that's another reason why eating meat is so bad, because it lowers your spiritual frequency, and it makes your soul literally stink. It gives your soul a literal stench, and you can actually, like, if somebody was musty and you was sitting next to him at the bus stop, you would get up and move, or you wouldn't want to be around him. This applies on the same level of spirituality. You have beings and entities that exist on other planes of existence, spiritual planes, that will actually be disgusted and not want to be around you because your soul literally stinks. So a pig is just...
And with that being said, y'all, that's insane. You know, Pharaoh really is smart. You feel me? He's a smart kid, you feel me? But now I don't know what happened, you know what I'm saying? They got some boy. That money talk, boy walk, you feel me? But come on, we on to the next one, man.
That's how they trap your soul in reincarnation. Not because someone made you reincarnate, but because you reincarnate yourself. Before you die, you must detach yourself from all physical desires. Because when your body dies, you are stripped of the physical reality, and you are left with the internal, of your thoughts, desires, programs, addictions. If you do not release these traumas, addictions, and desires of the material world, then you will carry them over into the spiritual plane. These desires and addictions cannot be fulfilled in a spiritual plane. Therefore, your consciousness is not ready to progress on towards higher dimensions. Therefore, you manifest yourself because you desire the physical things back into the 3D reality. You have to let go and make your heart as light as a feather. The easiest way to prepare yourself for life after death is by...
Now, I see how they cut that off right there quick, so you won't know. Yeah, that's crazy though, but we don't supposed to eat meat, guys. Like, we don't. And by actually Pharaoh breaking that down like that to me, see, I learn with you guys too as I go. And by him breaking that down, that's insane. But I always thought this too. Like, we got earth, wind, fire, water, all these different elements. And we're earth creatures, you know, we on land. And we got mermaids, which are water creatures. You feel what I'm saying? Which are in the water. And you got sky people, which, you feel me, are in the air. You know what I'm saying? All these different type of elements. People got to think about it like that, and it get real deep down the rabbit hole if you go down there. You know what I'm saying? We've been lied to. Everything is described. Everything. You gotta look at everything 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, it's getting crazy. So come on, we on to the next one, y'all.
Family, this video right here is about what I like to call the Jesus Christ effect. Now, first, before I even go into fully what that is in its full context, I have to give you the standard that's being set, which is even causing the Jesus Christ effect, which is the story of Jesus Christ. And so I keep telling people repeatedly that stories are very important, because they don't just speak to your conscious mind. They give a blueprint, and a narrative to your subconscious mind. And so now let's just go through the story of Jesus Christ first before we go to the Jesus Christ effect, okay? Jesus Christ, right? Allegedly, because I've already done plenty of videos where Jesus Christ, I broke down how Jesus Christ didn't know that he was dying, didn't know what he was dying for, and he asked God, why have you forsaken me? Which proves that he didn't know that he was dying for your sins. So you can't say Jesus Christ died for your sins. But for the average, Latter-day Saint and Christian and religious zealot out there. Let's just say Jesus Christ died for your sins, right? So you teach somebody that a divine Savior came down here and died for the wrong that you were doing, okay? We're just going to deal with the blatant standard teaching of Jesus Christ, right? He came down here and he loved you so much that he died for your sins, which means you didn't have to take responsibility for yourself. So now why is this important? This story teaches you that other people should sacrifice themselves for you in order to show you that they love you. And not only that, it teaches you that you don't have to take responsibility for your own actions. And so now what happens is you have this Jesus Christ effect going around where people are subconsciously dogging you out. And your proof and showmanship of how much you love this person is not how much you're doing for them, but how much you can actually handle and take in regards to their bullshit. And so now today we have what I like to call the Jesus Christ effect. And so you got huge amounts of people, okay, out there on the planet Earth that are causing mass amounts of negativity. Not only in their own lives, but in other people's lives. And then you are being psychologically abused by this person because you are faced with the standard of how much you love them in regards to how much abuse you're willing to take. And this is not just in an intimate relationship. This is even in a friendship level. You got many friends. We all have many friends out there that do ridiculously stupid shit every day, make dumbass decisions consciously, and then expect you to come bail them out or jeopardize your situation, aka sacrifice yourself like Jesus Christ in order to die for their sins. So with that being said, we have what is called the Jesus Christ effect going around. And this is happening because people have subconsciously been taught. See, the spiritual realm manifests the physical realm. And if you subscribe to a spiritual doctrine that somebody loves you so much that you don't have to take responsibility for your own actions and that they will literally die for some shit that you are doing, then what you are going to do subconsciously is you're going to place that standard of love, of spiritual love, and internal love.
And with that being said, y'all, what that right there he just said, there's a lot of truth in that. You gotta be smart to decipher the information, but what he said is a lot of truth in that. But we on to the next video, y'all. I want to keep it moving.
Nah, this is about to get crazy. You guys remember how there used to be asylums like for crazy people back in the days? Check this out.
What if the insane asylums from the 1800s weren't built for insane people at all? Think about it. People always say, if there was a reset, wouldn't everyone have known? But what if the people who did know were labeled insane? In the 1800s, all across America and Canada, massive insane asylums started appearing. Huge buildings, massive stone structures, some of the biggest buildings in the entire country at the time. But here's the strange part. Many of these cities were just being founded. So where did all of these insane people come from? And how did they know there would be so many of them that they built entire castle-like complexes to hold them? Look at the Central Lunatic Asylum in Ohio. It looks more like a fortress than a hospital. Look at the Columbia State Hospital. At one point, it was the largest building in the United States. And then there's St. Vincent Hospital in St. Louis. They say it was built in 1 year. 1 year in the 1800s. With that architecture. So you have to ask yourself, were these buildings really made to treat the insane? Or were they made to silence people who remembered a world that no longer existed?
What if the people who they considered crazy were...
Now, y'all take what he just said. He let that sink in. What they did to all the people who knew all the old languages, all the old information that we today don't know nothing. Ancient medicines, ancient texts, ancient technology, ancient remedies, ancient food, ancient everything that you can think of. Great reset. Quick. We on to the next one.
Okay, so if you haven't guessed, we are talking about Antarctica today.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
And so if you are unaware that there are conspiracy theories about Antarctica.
If you've been living under a rock.
I mean, I only know because of TikTok. If I wasn't on TikTok, I don't think I would know. Like, honestly, I had no idea.
Really? There's a lot of weird stuff going on down there.
Yeah. And like I said, this is not something, unless you're into conspiracy theories or if you stumble upon it, it's not anything that I was aware of. And so it'll be interesting to see if other people have heard of these theories or any theory.
Well, there's so much. There's so much. You know that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Charlie is like going down a rabbit hole and he's got all these strings and photos attached in the background. That's how I felt. That's how I felt with this. And we're not even scratching the surface.
Yeah,
here.
when you were writing this episode, you said like, this is insane. And so I've been like eagerly awaiting, because all I know is that there's conspiracy theories about like it could be a portal, or there's like stuff that's stationed there or something like that. But I don't know anything like major, just government conspiracy cover up essentially.
And you're going to learn that it's been going on for a long time.
Well, damn, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to talk about is the hollow earth theory.
Yes.
Okay.
Hollow earth.
Hollow earth.
So the inside.
You seen the way they looked at each other's chat? You seen the way they looked at each other? The moment they said that? Because talk about stuff like this actually get you feel me? Man, everything. I mean, everything can go wrong just like this. But come on, I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna let you guys have it. That's good.
The earth is hollow.
The inside of the earth is hollow. So on June 13th, 2014, scientists researching Earth's mantle announced that they found a massive body of water 3 times the volume of all of our oceans combined, contained within the mineral layer 400 miles inside of the Earth.
Wait, so this is like actually confirmed?
This is actually confirmed.
So real life, there is water underneath, like 400 feet under the Earth. There is like
a mass, like 3 times the volume of all of our water, all of our ocean water.
Holy shit!
Underneath.
Okay.
They were able to go down 8 miles because they wanted to try to tap into it, and they had to stop because of the heat. So I don't know how they know that it's down there. Obviously, there's some sort of reading that they did to figure out that it's down there, but
That's,
they
like,
can't
mind-blowing.
go that far down.
Yeah.
It's 4,000 miles to the core of the Earth, and we've made it 8.
Like 800
miles.
Yeah.
8 miles.
Oh, 8 miles.
8 miles.
Oh.
And it's 4,000 to the center.
Wow. So literally saying we have not even scratched the surface.
Literally.
Well, because you think about it, if it's only 8 miles down, then... Oh, this is a lot of math for my brain. I think if I just got a headache even trying to think about it. I was about to say, like, because the circumference of the Earth, and then if it's like an inner Earth, Middle Earth.
Don't you take that back. We are not doing this. Middle Earth is a beautiful place not filled with nutballs.
How do you know nutballs? This could be a beautiful place. You don't know.
It could be, but it's not Middle Earth. Don't defame it unless you know.
I'm just saying, you guys, Middle Earth, for those of you who are not weird.
Everybody knows who Middle Earth is.
Is it just like everyone knows that it's called the Oregon Trail, and I think we've proven that?
To be fair, I may have misspoken about one point of that. I said here in the Pacific Northwest, which is really silly of me to say because Oregon is in the Pacific. But I said here in the Pacific Northwest, they say it wrong. In the rest of the country, they say Oregon Trail. I think it was the other way around.
It was in Meg's little
I think in
area
New England,
of the woods.
because the people that I sent that to, all people from New England, they're like, no, that's how you say it. It's the Oregon Trail. My cousin, who's a teacher in New York, no, we say the Oregon.
No, guys. Now, what they're saying is the stuff in Antarctica, and it's another video that I'm gonna add to this video so I can show you what like it's just crazy, man. The guy, I forgot his name, but I'm gonna look it up and get information for you guys. But he went to Antarctica. He was there for about a year or two, and he was recording all type of stuff. And recently he passed, and it's a lot to it. I got to give you the drop. We'll go to the next video, guys.
They signed a contract with your government, white America, and signed you over all over the planet. They signed y'all over to the grays and the insectoids in the 1950s. They signed a contract. Your own people did this to you, white America. Did you know that your own government signed a treaty with the grays and the insectoids in like the 1930s? Yes. And agreed to let them abduct y'all and do research on y'all for stem cell research to take back to other realms.
And look, guys, this is it's a book called "Behold a Pale Horse." Let me hold him right there. I'm sorry for pausing it, but it's a book called "Behold a Pale Horse." And in that book, they made why they created the virus of HIV, AIDS, and all this different type of diseases, bro. They said they shot one of the flying saucers down. And when they shot it down, there was mutilated, you feel me? Everything up in there was terrible, man. Like, you gotta find this book. It's got William B. Cooper, and it's insane. You get it online, you can even get the audio version. And it's crazy. But I'm gonna let you guys finish this, and I'm gonna post the book. Actually, the book is on my YouTube page now. You can look at it now and find a book yourself on Amazon, order it, anything. But come on, let's finish this.
Why do you think after the 1930s or in the 1940s, UFO sightings sped up? UFOs was crashing. Because they ain't supposed to be in this atmosphere, nigga. First off. So when they come into it, they didn't know how to fly their ships correctly. While still trying to hide away from the sight of everybody that would see them coming here. Go look it up. You go look it up and see when abduction started, and you come back and thank me later. And they was abducting y'all in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They stopped when we entered into Y2K. They stopped doing it. Go look between the year 1930 and the year 2000, and that 70, what they would call year period, and see how many abductions it was, and how many reported UFO sightings and abductions it was, and notice how they stopped. You didn't hear nothing about a UFO again to the last 2 years, nigga. But in the 90s, 80s, that shit was like everything. 70s, 60s, that was like folklore, everything. Everybody was big into it. That's why Star Wars was popular.
Yeah.
And Star Trek and movies and series like that was able to make a lot of money off that because people was, what's in the stars? They was seeing shit. And it wasn't no technology like it is now, so they couldn't post that shit to social media. Nowadays, when people see shit and post it to social media, then what they do is they take a lot of bot pages and attack the posts. So that you'll see people commenting like, oh, they crazy. They try to make other readers think this person ain't telling the truth. Or they ain't see what they posted. Or what they posted ain't real. Most of the shit y'all be seeing posted on the internet, like otherworldly, when people seeing mermaids, and that shit be real. Nigga, it be real. Yeah, they're the government will send 1,000 commenters under the post to be like, this shit ain't real, y'all. That comment. All the fake pages, they own the internet now. Don't get it. They made this they little shit now. And back then, when it wasn't like all the camera equipment, they just flat out say you was lying. You see what I'm saying? They signed this treaty with the insectoids and the zetagrades. The zetagrades are the ones that people were seeing. You know, the little short gray aliens. When you think of an alien, you think of a gray little short dude with a long neck with black eyes. Let's break that suit down. First off, that's not how the zetagrades even look. That little gray suit you see, that's a suit. So when you seen them gray with the big blue, that was a whole suit. They had on a gray suit to protect their body from this atmosphere because they can't take it. They're not from here, okay? And then they have a helmet on, which is a mask connected to the suit. And the black eyes, the reason they all look the same is because they all got on fucking suits. Let's just say some astronauts did land on another planet, right? Which would never happen. Let's say they went to the Pegasus star system or something like that. All right, they get to the Pegasus star system. Motherfuckers in that galaxy will be like, all them niggas look the same. Because they just gonna see motherfuckers all white with this big round ass bowl on their face. They were like, they all look the same. Whole time, that's the suit they got on because the astronauts are not from the Pegasus star system. And the Pegasus star system is the actual star system. I'm not just saying some shit. That's like if they went to the Pegasus star system, you feel me? And they get there, and then niggas everybody in that galaxy gonna be like, man, them niggas all look the same, them earthlings, you feel me? When they don't. That was their astronaut suit with their helmet on. So I'm trying to get you to think of it from that perspective. That's why when people would cite the zetagrades here, they, like that little alien emoji, they like, oh, that's the aliens, they all look the same. No, they don't. That's their suits they got on. The little black dots is goggles for them to see through. The Mare goggles on the suit. And they can't take the frequency of our atmosphere, so they have to put suits on.
Yeah, that right there was my boy Rashad Jamal, Joe. You know, they got him for being too informal too. Okay, well, nobody said they got my man for being way too informed. I used to watch him every day. Really inspired me to do better up on this stuff too. And he had some insane stuff that he was saying, which all felt so true. To me, it is. And it's you want to the next video, y'all.
So have you ever heard the story of Noah's Ark? Do you know what it was made out of? The Bible says that it was made out of gopher wood. What if I told you that that specific tree grows nowhere else in the world except Georgia and Florida? Wait. Why isn't it in Israel or in Africa or any other places where Bible stories took place? Because if Georgia and Florida are the only place where this specific tree grows, that changes everything that we know about the Bible. But that's not the only thing. And what if I told you that the river that is described in Genesis chapter 2 that came out of the Garden of Eden, there's a theory that suggests that that river is the Mississippi River. It's not the Nile River because the Nile River only connects to 3 rivers, but the Mississippi River connects 7. And natives have always referred to it as the Father of Waters. I am straight up tripping right now because I'm putting 2 and 2 together and I'm searching and I'm finding more and more. And that theory that's going around right now is that this nation, the United States, is suggested to be the Bible's promised land. No, I'm not making any claims. No, I'm not saying that's the truth. But it does beg the question, can it be? So have you ever heard the story of Noah's Ark?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man, that they be saying with the Bible, and everything just looks like it's coming true. The Leviathan, that big old tail face and stuff, Venezuela, everything just looks insane. Man, on to the next one, y'all.
The CIA conducted mind control experiments. The idea of a government agency trying to control people's minds might sound like science fiction, but it really happened.
Prostitutes would lure men to these apartments, and then once the men were in the apartments, they were dosed with LSD, and then they were basically studied by CIA scientists.
In the 1970s, a commission on the CIA's activities within the U.S. exposed the existence of Project MK-Ultra, a secret program that used drugs and torture to manipulate its victims' mental states.
Kool-Aid was spiked with LSD. It was horrible.
These experiments were conducted on prisoners in secret detention centers around the world, as well as within American universities, hospitals, and prisons. The CIA also funded brutal experiments involving electroconvulsive therapy in Montreal, Canada. Victims of MK-Ultra included Ken Kesey and Allen Ginsberg. It's one of the darkest conspiracies out there, and we still don't know the full extent of it. The CIA conducted mind control experiments.
Man, now that's a rabbit hole we all need to get into. But we all know what the CIA be up to for years. We ain't stupid. It's like all these guns got into Chicago out of nowhere. Crates of stuff been left in alleys and all this chipperness. But that was it for today, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all my man a couple of videos to watch, wake you up too. But I'm gonna give y'all a matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all 1, 2 more, and then we're gonna end it. Alright? Come on, let's see if we can find out.
Yo, to anyone who's deep in the rabbit hole, bro, buckle up, bro, because this shit is absolutely insane. So, I took some notes here, so I remember what to say. So, in 1893, this guy named Ingersoll Lockwood wrote a 3-part book series, right? The first one is called Travels and Adventures of Little Baron Trump. The second one is called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. And the third one is called The Last President, alright? In the first book, Little Baron Trump lives in Trump Castle in Germany, and he finds a manuscript by a man named Don Fum that leads to underground tunnels in Russia that have portals to other dimensions, okay? The first 2 books are just about Barron Trump and his dog, like, exploring all these weird dimensions, right? But this is where it really gets weird, bro. In the third book, The Last President, Don Fum uses these portals to become a controversial president who lives on Fifth Avenue in New York. And he basically ruins the price of gold and is super controversial and ruins everything. His vice president's name is Pence, bro. That shit is absolutely crazy, but it gets even crazier, bro. Ingersoll Lockwood lived on the exact same street as Nikola Tesla when he wrote this book series. At the very same time that he was living on this street with Nikola Tesla was claiming that he invented time travel. Like, he deadass was saying, I'm about to make freaking time traveling portals and we're about to do it. And a little bit after, he mysteriously dies in a hotel, and all of his blueprints, all of his inventions are in this hotel when he dies. Guess who gets sent, along with the CIA, to pick up his blueprints? John G. Trump. Trump's literal blood uncle, bruh.
That's crazy.
Think about it, bro. It gets even deeper, though. Werner von Braun, Nazi scientist, by the way, founder of NASA, wrote a book called Project Mars in 1953 about a man named Elon who takes everyone to Mars. The founder of NASA. And now Trump and Tesla are working together. They got space and time. Think about it, Fifth Avenue right by Times Square. I'm telling you, dog, this shit is a simulation, bro. Yo, to anyone who's deep in the rabbit hole, bro.
Yo. Hey, yo. Now that video right there, now that was the magical ending right there, yo. Hey, this shit makes a lot of sense. Wow. All these